Hello, movie people. Welcome to a new episode of the CineGuy. I'm Steven Angulo, your host. Let's talk film. Yeah, so what do you get when you mix a rom-com with a musical film about finding your path in life? You get The High Note, a new film starring Dakota Johnson with her clothes on. I'm just kidding. She's perfectly capable of doing other roles that are not 50 Shades. Here she plays a personal assistant to Grace Davis, a musical icon who's trying to find a new path in her life. Here she plays a personal assistant to Grace Davis, played by Tracee Ellis Ross, a music icon who's trying to find like a new name for herself, or to continue, keeping her name, all while Johnson wants to become a record producer. Now, already you dive into the world of the music industry where it's no fun and games. It's either you make it or you break it. And as for Johnson, she will do whatever it takes to make it. So as we know, Hollywood isn't exactly the easiest thing to get into. Like, this industry has its light and dark side. Same goes with music. You got your record producers, your managers, your artists, all trying to make a decent name on themselves in this new vast world of them trying to portray their talent. Now, one thing's for sure is that when you're in this business, you do whatever it takes to stay in it. So with High Note, there's like two stories going on. With Dakota Johnson trying to become a record producer while being a personal assistant. And of course with Tracee Ellis Ross as Grace Davis, just trying to maintain her image, because she's an aging star and she's trying so hard not to be old news. That's for sure. Now, of course, the story does lean more towards Johnson, as pretty much because she's the more relatable one. All right, a lot of us want to become a part of the entertainment industry, and we'll do whatever it takes to get there. She's already one step closer by being a personal assistant to an icon. And from that, she's trying so hard to work her way up in order to become what she really, really wants to be. Now, this film also does show the difficulties of, being in this business. There's going to be people who look down on you and trying to make you, just feel like you don't belong. Like, that goes for Tracee Ellis, for Grace Davis' manager, played by Ice Cube, who's always, looking down on Johnson, is like, look, you're an assistant, nothing more. Remember your place. All this happening while Johnson's trying to help Ross maintain her image, Because like she said, which is pretty much very true in this day and age, not a lot of musical icons over their 40s can, remain in the business. Very few of them have, and extremely few of them have been people of color. So in a way, it does kind of showcase the difficulties it is for a person of color, any minority, to make a name for themselves in this kind of business. However, one thing I did not like is that they could have been a lot more focused on the character of Grace Davis. All right, I mean, somebody just trying to make a name, keep being themselves, keep on making a name. Because it's like somebody makes one movie, what do? They keep on making more movies because they want people to know, hey, I'm still relevant. That's what she wants, pretty much. She even announced that she's gonna try to make a live album, a new album. But spoiler alert, that's barely talked about because we're mostly focusing on Johnson. But I would have loved to see the story of Grace Davis trying to remind the world that she's still relevant, especially as a person of color who's a musical icon. But of course, Johnson's the main focus, as she's trying to make a name for herself while trying to help a young musician named David, played by Kelvin Harrison Jr., who is a talented young musician and who's mostly known for playing, grocery stores, which is pretty common for people trying to get in the industry. You're trying to get your voice heard so that people know that you're there and hopefully give you an opportunity. The biggest plot twist is when it's revealed that David happens to be Grace Davis's lost son, whom she kind of abandoned to his father. So imagine if Johnson was super truthful to who she really was. If she had said, "Oh yeah, I'm assistant to Grace Davis, the music icon." "Oh really? That's my mother. Really? say, why don't we meet and she can, get you on stage, have you go out there. Sound like a good idea. That movie would be so much shorter than what we got. Overall, it's a fun, feel-good movie, which does show you like certain sides of like the music industry that you never see, because it ain't all fun and games. All right, people will do whatever it takes to get in this, to make a name for themselves in here. But I got has some pretty good cinematography, good direction. The acting's pretty good. I just feel like there could have been a lot more done, and this is what happens when you don't really take the risks that you deserve. So my final rating is 8.5 headphones out of 10 assistants. Give me my coffee. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this review. Leave a like if you did, subscribe and join the crew. And until next time, do follow the Instagram at CineGuy Steven, and check out the podcast at turnpov.com. Links are all down below. Alright, this is Steven Angulo signing off. That's a wrap.